Hello, Cosmos Explorers. Welcome back to Cosmosphere. Imagine a world where the very air is poison, where rain doesn't bring life, but burns it away, where winds scream at over 300 kilometers per hour, and where the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. This is not science fiction. This is Venus. In March of 2025, a new wave of attention surged toward our planetary neighbor. Not because of discovery, but because of growing fear. Venus, long ignored and misunderstood, has shown us the fate that can await an Earth-like world gone wrong. And today, we explore why Venus may just be the most terrifying planet in the solar system. Venus and Earth are often called siblings, similar in size, mass, and rocky composition. But that's where the similarities end. Venus spins backwards. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. And curiously, a year on Venus is shorter than a Venusian day. But the real horror starts with its atmosphere, a choking blanket of carbon dioxide. Pressure on Venus is 92 times that of Earth. That's like standing 1 kilometer under the ocean. If you landed unprotected, your body would be crushed instantly. Now let's talk about the temperature. Surface temperatures on Venus reach 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. This isn't due to proximity to the sun alone. No. It's the ultimate example of a runaway greenhouse effect. A future Earth, perhaps. Above Venus's surface lie thick clouds of sulfuric acid. They're not just dangerous, they're opaque, hiding the planet's surface from view. Lightning strikes thousands of times a day in its upper atmosphere. Imagine acid rain falling from the sky, not just stinging, but corrosive. On Earth, that would strip the paint off a car. On Venus, it would dissolve the car itself. These clouds, reflecting most of the sunlight, give Venus its beautiful glow in our skies. A deceiving beauty, a lethal light. Over 40 spacecraft have been sent to Venus. Most failed. The Soviet Union's Venera program was the only one to land successfully. Venera 13 survived 127 minutes, longer than any other. It sent back eerie images of flat, cracked stones under an orange sky, then fell silent. NASA's Magellan orbited Venus and mapped 98% of its surface using radar. Why radar? Because no visible light can pass through the clouds. Venus isn't just hard to survive on. It's hard to see. A world that wants to keep its secrets buried. Venus may be alive, geologically. Its surface is covered in thousands of volcanoes, some larger than anything on Earth. Scientists believe some of these may still be active. Clues lie in sudden spikes of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere, and in surface temperature anomalies seen by orbiters. If true, this would make Venus the only other planet in our solar system, besides Earth, with ongoing volcanic activity. And these aren't the only signs of change. The surface itself appears young, as if Venus has erased its past. Some believe that instead of slow-moving tectonic plates, Venus undergoes catastrophic resurfacing. The planet melts its crust from the inside out and starts over. Here's the most haunting part. There's evidence Venus may once have had oceans. Billions of years ago, it might have been warm, wet, even habitable. But something went wrong. Too much carbon dioxide. Too much heat trapped. The oceans boiled away. Water vapor, a potent greenhouse gas, made things worse. It spiraled out of control. Venus didn't just change. It collapsed. Venus is more than a warning. It's a mirror of what could be. Climate change. Atmospheric instability. We're watching, in real time, what could happen if we lose control of our own climate systems. This isn't alarmism. It's astrophysical precedent. Venus shows us that planets can change dramatically, and not in millions of years, but in geologic blink. What happened there could, in theory, happen here. New missions are coming. NASA's Veritas and Europe's Envision will map Venus in higher resolution than ever. They'll study its geology, chemistry, and maybe confirm if it's volcanically active. Why explore such a hostile world? Because the more we learn about Venus, the more we learn about Earth. Understanding what makes Venus so deadly may help us preserve our own fragile balance. Venus is a world of extremes, a reminder of how beauty can hide unimaginable horror. Once a twin to Earth, now a tomb of what might have been, and yet we're drawn to it, to understand it, to learn from it, Because in the story of Venus, we might just find the fate of our own planet. This is Venus, and it's watching.